What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're going to have our third community corner. Now, in the most recent community corner, they did discuss some really cool details about a little bit more about what's coming up in August. They mentioned that there's going to be a complete rework on Iggy and Scorch. Not only are the abilities going to look completely different and the turrets and things like that, but his actual kit is getting completely reworked. And they're really turning him into a lane pusher. They mentioned heroes like Wukong and Greystone, how, they're great lane pushers, and the new Iggy's going to be on par with them. So I would imagine he would have some sort of great escape mechanism, as well as, just the ability to really push a lane and not worry about, hey, if you're getting ganked, you're going to die. I would also assume that he's going to be kind of a happy medium between Greystone and Wukong. Right now, Greystone really pushes lanes. He's more of a tank. He's got decent escape, but his big thing is no one can kill him. And Wukong's big thing is he can die really easy, but if you let him get to your tower's going to fall instantly. So I would imagine Iggy is going to be kind of right in that center spot where, hey, he can do decent damage, he doesn't need a full team rotation, and he's got a decent escape, and that would be great. I think we really need another lane character that's, kind of a dedicated lane character. They also mentioned pretty much every hero is getting something. Now, I'm going to assume a lot of the heroes are going to get small little things like scaling with power or health or armor or something works a little different with this hero, or maybe reduce ability damage on this hero but increase the basic, those kind of smaller reworks. Not so much, hey, your stun now has an AoE effect or something like that. I'm going to assume, yeah, it's more of a smaller touch, but hey, that's still great. We're going to get a new balance and maybe a new meta, as well as hopefully the older heroes will see more attention. The last example that we got of this attention was in V40, when Murdoch and Steel and Greystone, kind of got a little small rework on their kits, and we definitely see more Steel. I've never thought Steel was a bad hero. I didn't like his old shield, and to be quite honest, I don't use his new shield really all that much either. It's the last ability I upgrade, and sometimes I don't even upgrade it until I'm forced to, because I just don't really find it's near as useful as every other ability that he has. But anyways, besides that, I've never thought he was bad, but this attention that he got does definitely make him a lot more viable. And same with Greystone. Greystone has always been, in my opinion, the best and easiest offlaner. Not only is he great at his job, but he's always good. Even with, top tier teams, sure, there are other heroes that offer a lot more in team fights, so you don't see a whole lot of Greystones in those top games, but if you do pick a Greystone, hey, he's still really good. He's an annoyance that you're going to have to deal with. But this rework, it changed his kit to where he doesn't have, 10 extra card points just from having a circle ability or a passive ability. Now he actually has to go into basic and more health to make him that tank, and I think that was really what they were going for. Sure, he can block a shot every once in a while, but you can still, in between those shots, really do a lot of damage. And before, really, once he hit 5, he was just so hard to deal with. I really like his changes, but Murdoch just got left in the dust. You know, he's a very easy ADC to play, but his new changes, I mean, I really feel he's just boring to play now. Even more so than he was before. He doesn't have a knockback anymore. He's got a shotgun that knocks you back. He doesn't have his traps, which it was always really cool, you know, throwing down a trap and then knocking somebody back into your trap and really, you know, just teeing off on them. And you can't do that anymore. You know, he's very boring. It's just shoot the gun, hey, get a snipe. Shoot the gun, hey, get a snipe. Someone's close to me, shoot him with a shotgun. You know, I'm just not a big fan of that, and hopefully we'll see more changes towards, you know, actual things that make heroes viable. I think Murdoch's still a great hero for new players, but there's just so many more options to pick as far as having a strong ADC hero. Another huge key point they made was in 42 and beyond, they want to make heroes kind of what they've designed them to be. They talk about Chimera. They've designed Chimera to be, you know, an ambusher. Once he's on you, he doesn't get off of you until you or he is dead. And that's what Chimera does, and they've knocked it out of the park with him. You know, Chimera is really hard to kill at those early levels, but at the in-game levels, once everybody kind of catches up with power, you know, you can really hurt Chimera. So his big thing is, hey, he can keep you from leveling up until his whole team's leveled up just because he can get on you and stay on you. My takeaway from their explanation of, you know, hey, we want to kind of give these roles to people is they're going to make a lot more heroes strive at one certain job instead of having heroes that can do, you know, really everything. For instance, Greystone. Greystone is, like I mentioned earlier, the best, one of the only heroes that, you know, is just a great lane pusher. Wukong and him are both, they're designed to do this one specific job, and they can come help out in team fights, but most of the time they're just staying in the lane, pushing a lane. That's kind of what you want from them to do. On the other side of things, you have heroes like Yin. Yin is decent in off lane, she's a great carry. Once she gets farmed up, she's an assassin. You know, she can really just do everything, and she's very good at it. And this is really the problem that I see. They're saying, hey, we know this exists, we want her to be a carry, not be able to do, you know, several different jobs. And so I'm really looking forward to this change that's coming up, to where they're going to focus on, instead of this is a support, this is an offlaner, this is this, they're going to more support on this hero is a zoner, this hero is an assassin. And, you know, right now they've got, every hero's got 5 or 6 tags explaining what their kit does, and, you know, ganker and all these other words that they use, but they really mean nothing. Instead, they're going to focus on that, is what I take away from 42 and beyond. And I'm really looking forward to that. I think Paragon really needs a set role for heroes instead of, hey, every hero can play every position. I would much rather see, this is a hero, you need to get a good team comp to accent, you know, your assassin. You don't want to have 2 assassins in a match because, you know, you need more of a lane pusher. When you have an assassin, you need to have a lane pusher. Or when you have an assassin, you need at least 1 tank and maybe even a bruiser. You know, these type of things are really missing in Paragon right now, and I'm really looking forward to them coming to it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for my 3rd community corner. And if there's anything y'all want to talk about, or, you know, just kind of want to discuss, let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to get back with you. I'm really looking for the changes coming in August. I think Paragon kind of needs a little facelift, and, you know, I'm really looking forward to a new map. I'm not sure if one's coming or not, but I'm really looking forward to one. I'm kind of getting a little burned on Monolith. You know, we've been at it for about 6 months, and I'm just kind of ready for a nice new facelift. But Like I said, anything y'all want to talk about, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, think about subscribing, show me some love, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.